Luckily for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, looks aren't everything. Even though its mixed cast of comic book and video game characters often look like they've been whacked with the ugly stone, the bold reinvention of the series' tag team mechanics is inspired. It's hard to get past how distractingly bad and stiff the character design is. Captain America's shoulders look like they've liberated his head from his oppressive neck, which is nowhere to be found. Spencer's wide, dead eyes and odd teeth make him look like a jack-o'-lantern, and somehow Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite manages to make Dante and Chun-Li look like counterfeit action figure versions your grandmother bought you for Christmas. And then there's the story, which is filled with cringeworthy one-liners delivered almost entirely without charm.
Long story, Mr. Mayor.
The tale of Marvel's Ultron and Capcom's Sigma attempting to meld their two universes using the power of the Infinity Stones in order to eradicate all organic life in both is riddled with thin justifications and obvious plot holes. Even the twist near the end is explicitly foreshadowed by dialogue early on. Outside of Frank West's remarks about Mike Haggar doing paperwork and an awesome Hulk and Ryu team-up, the 3 or 4 hours of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite story mode is a bit of a chore. However, where it fails to deliver on story and in using beloved characters, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's fights are brilliant. It's impressive just how aggressively it completely upends traditions fans have known since X-Men vs. Street Fighter in 1996. Things like being able to active tag your partner at any time, even in the air or in the middle of a hyper combo, give a level of creative freedom in constructing combos that is truly refreshing. Between that and things like completely overhauling the old off-the-ground mechanics, removing the time-honored assist system, and letting you use multiple launching attacks in the same combo, there is an admirable willingness here to take risks and push boundaries. And those bets have paid off well. But the crown jewel is the decision to replace each team's third character with one of 6 Infinity Stones that augments your characters with 2 new abilities. It works so well, it makes the very idea of a 3-character team now seem like old news. These add another layer of strategy when deciding which heroes to use. If you are playing 2 quick heroes with low health totals, like Strider and Zero, maybe you'd like to use the Soul Stone to bring a down teammate back into the fight. Or you could use the Mind Stone with characters like Dante or Doctor Strange, whose mobility and projectiles can make them hard to defend against. Playing with Infinity Stones lets you approach fights differently, even when playing with the same team of characters. In addition, almost all returning characters have been given new tools that make them much more enjoyable. For example, Iron Man's damage and ability to control the screen with the projectiles get a big boost, making him more viable. Even fighters who were strong before, like Dormammu, have new toys in the toy box, like the ability to charge spells while using abilities. Most importantly, it's fun to learn to use them and explore their potential. Experimenting with a 30-character roster hasn't revealed any obvious weaknesses, so hopefully this time around we won't see a handful of powerful characters dominate the scene like in previous Marvel vs. Capcom games. But we have to address the mutant elephant in the room. There simply is no replacing Wolverine, Magneto, or Storm, and their absence here is immediately felt and noticeable. There are a few new faces occupying these slots like Captain Marvel and Gamora, but they're nowhere near as synonymous with the franchise, and it's just disappointing. While Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's tag team fights are like a bolt of lightning from Mjolnir, its story is dreadful and its characters look like they were deliberately designed to spawn a million derpy memes. It manages to be easily one of the worst and also one of the best fighting games in recent memory all at once. Like its heroes and villains, it's stuck between 2 worlds. For more on Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, watch us pit the Avengers against characters from the Resident Evil universe, or check out all 30 characters level 3 super moves. And for everything else, make sure you keep it right here on IGN.